Welcome to 2K Sports. We have a Monday night of basketball for you. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Pascal Siakam.
Well, his scoring has dipped over the last few seasons, and sometimes that can be cause for concern. But it doesn't always tell the full story. You have to consider his role, his usage, as well as the other ways he contributes to the team.
A look at Indiana's starting group. At small and power forward, it'll be Mathurin and Siakam. Halliburton is out there with Quentin Grimes. And it's Kessler in at the 5. And for Detroit, we've got Kawhi Leonard, Derek White out there with Jalen Suggs. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt, and it's the monster in its center. We've got a good matchup in the guard position tonight, Clark. Should be a fun battle for the fans.
I agree. I mean, every kid loves to dribble and shoot, so it's a blast to watch. Watch the pros do it, the best in the world. Plus, if there's any ankle breaking going on tonight, you know it's going viral.
Now here's Siakam. Outside Grimes. Kessler, a screen on White. Halliburton on the wing. Offline with a 3. And White has got the ball here for Detroit. This, their first chance to take a look at Indiana this season. Out to Leonard. Pass to the monster. White looking it over. 6 to shoot. Kessler with the block. Grimes with the ball. Now Vanderbilt defending. Siakam outside. Pass to Grimes. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Detroit. Outside White. Now here's Suggs. Defended by Halliburton. Here's Leonard. Oh, big time right there.
Very few players have the combination of power and athleticism that Kawhi has. Electric.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Siakam outside. Outside Grimes. Kessler, a screen on White. Here's Grimes. There's the block. Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Mathurin. Leonard against Mathurin. Here's Vanderbilt. Collects the 2 points near the hoop.
It's an overlooked part of Kawhi's game, but he does a nice job distributing the ball.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
A bit ago, J.P. Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. We talked about the growth of Tyrese Halliburton as a player. Coach's eyes lit up, saying, I'm in awe of the steps that he's taken. The vision and the scoring was always there, but now the decision-making has gone to another level. It makes life harder playing against him, but as a fan of the league, you love to see it. Everyone is a fan. Back to you, Brian.
Thanks for that, Allie. Well, it's always nice to head up to the Connected Cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through basketball without borders.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Now with a break, here are the best passing teams in the NBA so far. Second, Indiana.
This is a squad that understands the importance of being unselfish and moving the ball. You love to watch smart basketball like that.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Siakam outside. Back to Halliburton. Kessler, a screen on Suggs. Halliburton for three. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Suggs, the pass to the monster. And here's White. Pass to Leonard from the arc. Kessler with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Grimes, the pass to Siakam. Here's Halliburton. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
As fast as lightning, Halliburton gets it and shoots it in a matter of nanoseconds.
They set the pick to the paint. Here's the monster. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
White with a steal. And now the Pistons in transition. With the teardrop. Grimes with a defensive effort. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for Indiana. 4-point game. Misses the three.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrating.
Mathurin against Leonard. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. You think back to the prime years of Kawhi Leonard, Clark. He was absolutely dominant.
Yeah, he really was. I mean, so few wings could dominate the way Kawhi did when he was healthy and in his prime. I mean, he could score at all three levels.
Take a break.
Especially in that mid-range game. Absolutely lethal. And then defensively, he was a stopper. He would just turn people's water off. In his peak, he was as good as any two-way player we've had in the league.
And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
And Leonard drops them both. Coming down the stretch, I bet it's tough for teams on the bubble to not get a little antsy, Clark.
Well, for me, B.A., this is where veteran leadership comes into play and is so critically important. They're the ones that can guide the ship and keep a team focused on what it needs to be focused on and striving to play its best basketball at this time of year.
Suggs, no good.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
That's tipped. From 12 feet, good on the bucket.
You know, that's exactly how they wanted to run that possession, guys. Beautiful.
Pass to Leonard. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. You know, Clark, despite winning 3 championships prior to the NBA days, the Pacers are still looking for their first NBA title.
Yeah, they've been close a couple of times in the history of the NBA, 2000 and 2025. They've had some really great teams over the years in the 90s and 2010s, and they came close last year, and I think they'll continue to knock and one day kick that door in.
The first free throw is good.
Well, you really got to appreciate Kawhi's presence and the impact it has on the court. I mean, he's a guy who is feared on both ends of the floor, and that gives his team a lot of confidence.
Quickly is checked in for Mathurin. And Leonard drops them both. Pacers trail by 6. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Get up, get up, get up, and start making some noise. Here they come, your Pistons dancing.
And with 3 games remaining in the regular season, here's how the East stacks up. You look at Detroit, currently 8th in their conference. They're hoping to keep that playoff spot. And checking out Indiana, a couple spots down.
When I look at Indiana, their slow start has revealed some of this team's problems. Problems that we didn't really know they had.
Neither did I, but clearly they're not the dominant force we thought they'd be. They've got some kinks to work out for sure.
Pass to Quickly. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Detroit. Leonard looking over the floor. Left side, Vanderbilt. Now here's White. 6 on the shot clock. From 10 feet away. The monster misses.
Defense doing just enough right there. Sometimes that's all you need.
Grimes' shot is off.
Really good shot contest there. It made it tough for the shooter.
To the inside. Stolen by Kessler. Halliburton for 3. The monster grabs the miss.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. He just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Pacers trail by 8. Outside Grimes. Halliburton on the wing. He's guarded by White. Halliburton, no good.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
And stolen by Leonard. In transition, here they come. On up the court. Suggs with the bucket. And now a 10-point Pistons lead.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Yeah, you got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Here's Halliburton. And the dunk by Halliburton.
High energy throwdown that time by Halliburton. Not wasting any time or motion.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
It's on the floor for you. Give it up for him. Give it up.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Tyrese Halliburton.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
The Pistons lead by 8. Here's Leonard. Give him 8 points now. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Patrick Williams.
Smart move by Kawhi, using the pump fake to draw the foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
And Grant, while most didn't expect it, last season the Pacers made the second NBA Finals appearance in their franchise's history.
Yeah, B.A., there's so much belief right now in that locker room. They never feel like they're out of a game, and that makes them dangerous.
Second free throw, no good.
And they've already made a lot of trips to the line.
Yeah, doing an outstanding job of attacking offensively and forcing the issue.
Quickly outside, fires the three. Rebound Detroit. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Just 2 to shoot. Love for 3. And it's the professor with a rebound.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Pacers are moving as one. Coach Rick Carlisle said the thing I love about this team is that we're a true team. We're a group that needs each other. We work at communication. We're collaborative. We make sure our guys have a voice, and we're all in it together. Brian, back to you.
They win by committee. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Brown looking around. Quickly outside. Pass to the professor. And out of bounds. Detroit will have it.
And overall, you like what they've done on the offensive glass, extending possessions. They're top 10 in second chance points.
And many of the turnovers they cause are a direct result of their terrific ball pressure. These guys just get up in your shirt. The Pistons making a switch here. Hart's checked in. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. They're leading by 8. Pass to Love. Fires for 3. Hauled in by Brown. Well, the Pacers shooting pretty low at 24% in this first quarter. Quickly finds Batadze, and it's in there.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Making a name for himself, Goga Batadze. What do you like about him, Clark?
Well, you start with that wingspan and his basketball IQ. I mean, anytime he's near the rim, he's a problem at both ends. He's got a knack for scoring the ball in the paint. And again, you just can't overlook that size and length.
And the free throw, no good. Detroit leading by 6. Outside Wells to the middle. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Brown with it, and Wells picks him up defensively.
2 minutes remaining.
Brown passes to Quickly.
2 minutes.
Williams with the screen. This one for 3. And Emmanuel quickly gets a 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Williams against Hart. Outside Wells. On the wing, Mitchell. Over Quickly. Mitchell's shot is good.
You've got to fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Quickly. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Adams grabs the miss. Outside Wells. Pass to Hart. And here's Mitchell. Ooh, excellent D there from Quickly. Pacers trail by 5. Brown with it, and Wells picks him up defensively. Back to Brown. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Batadze with a screen. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And Batadze throws it down.
Brown is a willing and able passer who typically makes the right play.
The Pistons lead by 3. On the wing, Mitchell. Guarded by Quickly. Mitchell against Quickly. Just 5 on the clock. Love the screen on Quickly. From deep, Mitchell. And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for Detroit. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court for the Pacers, second quarter underway. They've got Benedict Matherin. He's out there with Trey Mann. And it's the professor in at the 4. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
Pass to Hart. Suggs outside. Here's the monster. Guarded by Wiseman. The role of the big man has evolved over the years. What's been the most noticeable change to you, Clark?
BA, and it's not just the big man. I just think the overall athleticism of all of the players, certainly the big guys, stand out because they're now taking the ball rack to rack. They can go in traffic with the dribble. They're more mobile on defense because defenses switch a lot now. I mean, it's not all about being in the paint just because you're a big guy. They play all over the place.
First one falls for him. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Indiana trailing here. Up ahead. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I would not want to send Trey Mann to the line, not with how he shot at the line over his career.
First trip to the line for him here.
For the Pistons, Trey Mann, 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, you know, Trey Mann is just a really solid, no weakness combo guard. Takes advantage of what the defense gives him and plays extremely hard all the time.
That one drops. He ties it up. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Outside Hart. Back to Suggs. The 3. Oh, misses the dunk.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Three-pointer Matherin. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And it's important Matherin keeps hitting these shots because it'll only help build his confidence.
Outside Hart. Pass to the monster. Back to Hart. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Clark, last season, Josh Hart played nearly 38 minutes per game, more than anyone else in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't take possessions off. He's an old-school throwback kind of guy. Just a do-it-all player. Doesn't really have a specific position, but you know the effort and the production is going to be there pretty much every night. You know, guys, Josh Hart is somebody that's going to give you everything he's got. His combination of outside shooting and defense is really quite valuable to any team.
Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Indiana. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Indiana leading. Outside man. And stolen by Vanderbilt. Pass to Suggs. Back to White. Down low. Shot clock at 5. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And Siakam with the jam.
Look out now, Siakam putting on a show.
Suggs surveys the D. Outside White. pass to Hart. The three. The offensive rebound. Vanderbilt. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on James Wiseman.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Vanderbilt. Kessler, he's checked in for Wiseman. And Vanderbilt drops them both. The Pacers have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Already a second foul, just something to keep in mind.
Leonard's checked in for Vanderbilt.
Now returning on the floor for your Pistons, number 34, Leonard.
Matherin up top. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Siakam, the pass to Kessler. Suggs with it, and it's Man picking him up. Here's Hart. Leonard outside. And again, the Pistons missing.
He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
Leonard against Siakam. For 3, Matherin. Outside Man. Kessler a screen. The 3 ball. And Indiana misses again.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Suggs, the pass to the monster. Oh, nice! Oh, big finish! Man. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Boy, nice pass that time by Suggs. I love his composure and presence.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Puts up a 3. First shot won't go. The Pistons lead by 3. Here's Hart. No good that time. Siakam with the defensive effort. Pass to Matherin. White with the steal. Now here's Suggs. He's guarded by Man. Suggs, the pass to the monster. Inside. Tipped. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be different makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
The Pacers making a switch here. Halliburton is checked in. Leonard passes to the monster. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Kessler.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Indiana making a switch here. Grimes is checked in. And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both. Looking back at the start of his career, Siakam only took a year or 2 to make his mark.
And, you know, B.A., he's just the kind of guy we love watching play. I mean, you know what you're going to get from him every night. Tremendous effort and the ability to impact the game at both ends. He's consistent, reliable, steady, and he can be explosive at the offensive end.
The monster misses. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Trailing by 5. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
That game could have been a lot closer than it was. but they were just too sharp down the stretch.
Yeah, I thought they did a great job closing the door and keeping it out of reach at the end.
Well, Clark, there are very few firsts in the NBA, but Tyrese Halliburton had one in 2025.
That's exactly right, and it was a historic first. I mean, he became the first player in the history of the league to have multiple 30-point, 15 assists, and 0 goose egg, bagel turnover games. I mean, he takes care of that orange and produces real orange juice because he squeezes it.
Free throw good, Halliburton. And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Grant.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Wells comes in for Hart, and Mitchell subbed in for Derek White.
You know, we've seen Halliburton be elite for stretches in his career. Not at that level every night, but he's working on being more consistent, and I don't think it's far off for him.
Here's Leonard. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Kessler. Pacers trail by 4. Halliburton with the ball. Guarded now by Mitchell. Halliburton, the pass to Kessler. Back to Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. Over Mitchell. The bank shot, no good.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Right side Wells. Back to Mitchell. From outside the arc. Indiana with a rebound. This game is so close. 1 or 2 plays could make the difference.
It's so imperative to try to make each trip count.
Detroit leading by 4. Back to Suggs. Shoots over Halliburton. And Suggs the bucket on the assist by Mitchell. Suggs has got 6.
Shooting in good rhythm there. Suggs off the catch and shoot. Nicely done.
Pass to Siakam. To the inside. On the wing, Suggs. Covered by Grimes. And here's Wells. Back to Suggs for 3. The rebound by Tyrese Halliburton. Pacers trail by 6. Here's Matherin. Ooh, solid defense from Mitchell.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
And that 3 is knocked down by Kawhi.
Mechanically so efficient and smooth. Leonard off the catch there.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. In for the Pistons. Kevin Love comes in for Suggs. And some changes here for the Pacers. And here's Indiana now. 9-point game. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks at Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. Knocks down the triple.
Nice vision by Brown. Very unselfish. Always plays the game the right way.
And here are the Pistons. They're on a 15-6 run. Pass to Leonard. Nice balance from Kawhi Leonard there.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Quickly passes to the professor. The rebound by Detroit. Love's got 4 rebounds now. Down low. Here's Leonard. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to be on Bruce Brown. 6 attempts for him at the line. He's made 4.
15 foul.
One shot.
At the line for Detroit, Leonard. Kawhi. Leonard. 1 shot.
And Leonard no good on that one.
Now, early on, he was forcing his way to the line. But in the second period, he's kind of taking what the defense gives him.
Quickly passes to Brown. Quickly up top. Check by Mitchell. 4 on the clock. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And 1 move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Now here's Leonard. 9 points for him in his last game. And stolen by Williams. The finish! And Williams punches it home.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
And here's Brown. Still no points. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Brown locked in and concentrating well there, getting that 3 to fall.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Here we go, fans. Put up again. Everybody hits the Pistons. Score!
For the Pistons. And the league's best since the All-Star break in steals. The Pacers in 5th.
As the season goes on, their defenders have only gotten more confidence, eagerly attacking the ball handlers and being as disruptive as possible.
Here's Mitchell. 11 points for him last game against Philadelphia. Pass to Leonard. 54 seconds left in the first half of basketball. It's good. Leonard's got 17.
Another big night in the career of Kawhi. What a devastating player he is. Fun to watch, too.
Quickly against Mitchell. Quickly passes to the professor. Clock at 6. And here's Brown for 3. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters. Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knocks out. But it looks like they're putting it together right now.
And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for the Pistons. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. More 2K action in just a moment.
Welcome, folks. EJ alongside Shaq and Kenny. First up, here are the players of the week. Some great choices for the award this week, don't you think?
Yeah, I think if you win 4 Player of the Week awards, you should be able to trade them in for a Player of the Month award.
This is not a carnival, Shaq. You can't trade up for bigger prizes.
Why not, Ernie? I mean, you can win stuff for making hoops at a carnival, and it's even harder there. But why you can't do it? And the rim is bent there.
Well, I guess you can't argue with that kind of logic, if that's logic. Moving on, let's look at how these Pistons are doing. That first half was close.
Well, they've worked the ball inside at every turn. This is your type of game, Shaq.
Yeah, the closer to the cup, the better. What's my proof? 4 rings.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
And it's Detroit with the ball. When this game is done, they'll be off to Toronto, taking on the Raptors. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Derek White. Then there's Jalen Suggs. And it's the monster in at the 5. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
8th and three-point field goal percentage. They're in the top half when it comes to opposing field goal percentage. They've got a capable defense that they're looking to improve upon.
And you mentioned the great job they did limiting their opponent's scoring. I think that stat is a credit to the team effort they put in on the defensive end. Everyone contributes. Matherin passes to Siakam. Back to Matherin. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got 5 rebounds tonight. Halliburton against Suggs. Pass to Leonard. White with a screen on Matherin. Leonard passes to White. On the wing, Matherin. Leonard defending. Outside Grimes. Back to Matherin. Now here's Siakam. Let's go with a 3. The monster grabs the miss. The Monsters got 11 rebounds in the game. Halliburton outside. 5 on the clock. The rebound by Detroit. The Monsters got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Rough start to the third quarter, but give some credit to the defense they're facing.
And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
Right here.
White for 3. Kessler with a rebound.
and he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Siakam, and Siakam with the slam.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
Suggs finds White. Detroit moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard for 3. And Grimes pulls it down.
That's what you want defensively. Force contested threes.
Pass to Matherin. It's stolen by Leonard. Now White. Outside Vanderbilt. Leonard outside. From deep. The Pistons rebound. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Pistons making a change here. Hart's checked in. The Pacers also with a sub. Wiseman, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Suggs against Halliburton. Now here's Suggs. Defense right on it. Here's White, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
The Pacers have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Grimes, the pass to Kessler. Here's Halliburton. For the tie. Oh, the sweet touch inside by Halliburton.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
White, the pass to Hart. 5 to shoot. Here's the monster. Good D by Kessler. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. On the wing, Matherin. Back to Halliburton. Halliburton finishes strong.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Let's see what you got. Oh, that's nice.
Checked in for Vanderbilt. In for Indiana. Tyson comes in for Kessler. And it's Mann in for Matherin. Detroit has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Suggs finds White. Suggs outside to get back on track. Offensive rebound. Adams a screen. Here's the 3. Hart can't hit. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. To the middle. Oh, wow! Oh,
Watch out below.
big finish.
Great dime by Halliburton. Remember, he's led the league in assists.
What a sensational move captured from the connected cam. Sponsored by AT&T. Pistons trail by 4. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pass to the monster. Here's the pick. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Outside man. Rebound Detroit. We've got Steven Adams out there, Clark. What comes to your mind when you're asked about him?
Boy, I love his grit. I love his physicality, man. He is just an anchor when he gets in the paint, when he sets a screen. You just don't move this guy. And his hands are really good. I mean, he's a throwback, but boy, is he effective and impactful in the way he rebounds, sets screens, and defends. And he never shies away from physicality.
Outside Hart. Pass to Adams. Outside White. Hart with a screen on Halliburton to stop the run. Oh, send it home, Derek White.
Tell you what, a move like that, hard to the bucket, always going to get your teammates excited and up off the bench.
Here's Tyson, yet to see a basket. And that one's good, man. And the Pacers lead by 5.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Suggs, the pass to Adams. On the wing, Suggs. He's guarded by man. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Hart, covered by Grimes. Hart can't hit. Pacers leading by 5. Grimes, the pass to Halliburton. Off target from outside.
Not the best shooting night for him, but luckily his teammates have picked him up.
Outside White. 4-3. And it's Tyson with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Oh, nice shot by Grimes.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Pistons. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan.
Get up, get up, get up and start making some noise. Here they come, your Pistons dancing.
For the Pistons, Kevin Love's checked in for Adams. Wells comes in for Hart, and Mitchell subbed in for Suggs. Love passes to the monster, stripped away. Oh, and a fast break for the Pacers. Pass to Quickly. Now Brown. Here's Tyson. No points yet. Kick out to Brown. 4 on the clock. Shoots over White. Brown, no good. Pistons trail by 7. Outside White. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. The Professors got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Batase. And Batase throws it down.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Detroit with the ball. Left side White to snap the cold streak. that's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
They're in the top half when it comes to opposing field goal percentage. They've got a capable defense that they're looking to improve upon.
And you mentioned the great job they did limiting their opponent's scoring. I think that stat is a credit to the team effort they put in on the defensive end. Everyone contributes. Williams is checked in for Tyson. Quickly finds Williams. And here's Batase. Batase, a screen on Mitchell. Here's Quickly. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. And now it's an 11-point Indiana lead.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Pass to the monster. 6 to shoot. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
First personal foul. 13 foul. At the line for Detroit, taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Leonard's checked in for the Pistons. And so he makes both from the line. Indiana on offense. They're on a 17-4 run. Mitchell against Quickly. Outside, Brown. Williams with the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Brown passes to Quickly. Over Mitchell. And it's Quickly with a miss. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Pacers leading by 9. Quickly passes to Brown. There's a minute 47 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And it's the professor missing. And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Wells, the pass to Mitchell. Back to Wells. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Stretching the floor makes all the difference. Let's see which teams do the best job of it. The Pacers in 5th.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
Vanderbilt, Derek White, Jalen Suggs.
Indiana's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Brown passes to Quickly. Driving in, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's the guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Outside for Love. The 3 is up. And it's the professor with a rebound. The professor's got his 5th rebound in this one. Williams in the post. Leonard's there. Pass to Batase. Now here's Quickly. Launches it. Love grabs the miss. Love's got rebound number 7 tonight.
He had a couple of triples in that first half, but since then, he has not been a factor from beyond the arc.
The 3 from Suggs. And the three-pointer goes. Suggs has got 9.
Nice inside-out ball movement, keeping the defense on its toes.
Puts up a deep 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Indiana Pacers finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And a look at the five for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. At small and power forward, it'll be Matherin and Siakam. Trey Mann out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Kessler in at the center position, locking down the middle. Matherin passes to Mann. Some nice passing by Indiana here. And stolen by Suggs. Pass to Leonard. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Kessler.
Kawhi has a subtle and quiet way of consistently keeping the pressure on.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
The free throw drops for Leonard. Halliburton's checked in for Indiana. And Leonard drops them both.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's Vanderbilt, and Vanderbilt slams it in.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Back to Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Really good work by Halliburton to stay with his shot motion. Didn't let the defense make him back off of that one.
At the line for the Pacers.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
You love the seemingly endless energy that Halliburton gives his team. Always pushing himself to deliver his best effort on every play, every day.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Leonard. About a minute and a half into the fourth now, and there's the screen. And it's blocked by Kessler. Halliburton against Vanderbilt. High percentage range, Siakam.
Oh, an aggressive move there by Siakam, using the length to finish inside.
Pistons trail by 8. Suggs, the pass to White. Back to Suggs. Here's the monster. Second shot opportunity. And the ball out of play. The Pacers will have it. Grimes, he's checked in for Mann.
Number 5, Grimes.
Indiana leading by 8. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Three-pointer, Halliburton. The Pistons clear it. The kick out to White. The three is up. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 6 assists here tonight.
Well, he might not be a pure shooter, but he's a very steady one. I like that they're getting White something in rhythm here.
Kessler, a screen on Vanderbilt. The open shot, Siakam. No good there.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Outside White. pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. No luck on that one. Matherin with some nice D. And here's Matherin. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Leading by 5. Here's Siakam. Back to Halliburton. Halliburton drives. Basket's good. Halliburton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Playing through contact. Love how hard-working Halliburton is.
Suggs outside. And there's a pick. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
Tight handles by Suggs creates all the space he needs.
Pacers leading by 5. Pass to Halliburton. And the dunk by Halliburton.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Suggs, no good. The Pacers have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. To the wing on the left. Siakam, the pass to Grimes. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. And the Pacers lead by 10.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on defense.
Some really tough defense inside, but Leonard won't back down. I mean, he's just scrappy. He wants to make the defense work twice as hard.
At the line for your Pistons, Leonard. 2 shots.
And he drops the first.
You know, when you talk Kawhi Leonard, you start with his defense, and I don't know if there's a better wing defender around.
And Leonard drops them both. Indiana leading by 8. Halliburton, the pass to Grimes. Back to Halliburton. Siakam, left side. And stolen by Vanderbilt. Leonard outside. He shoots. And right on target. That one's good. Leonard's got 23 points.
Boy, it has been a huge night for Leonard. The skill is obvious, but his strength is what makes him hard to defend.
Halliburton outside. The finish inside from Halliburton.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Pistons trail by 8. Suggs outside. Outside White. Here's the monster. Indiana with a rebound. Kessler's got 11 rebounds in the game. Halliburton for 3. It's hauled in by White. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Vanderbilt, the pass to Leonard. Six on the shot clock. The shot comes out. Matherin with some nice D. Here's Grimes. Outside Matherin. Pass to Halliburton. Oh, you got to guard Halliburton from there.
He's lifting up this team with his offensive output. What a big-time quarter for him.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Outside Grimes. Back to Halliburton. And yep, it's good. Halliburton's got 17 points here in the second half.
Boy, he's been a monster this quarter, carrying the load for sure. Matherin against Leonard.
to the paint. Here's the monster, and he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Halliburton outside. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Pistons. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Suggs. There's the three. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Suggs has got 5 points now this quarter.
You can see Suggs' confidence growing over time with every three that he makes. Keep shooting them, Jalen. Keep shooting them.
Back to Kessler. It's stolen. Here's the monster. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
Can't get it to go. Pistons trail by 4. Suggs outside. Here's White. On the clock. Here's the monster. He's covered by Kessler. And they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Indiana leading by 4. Now Halliburton. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That'll be foul number 5 on him.
5th personal foul. Team second.
Now here's Grimes. Kessler, a screen on White. 5 to shoot. He lets it go. Oh, the offensive struggles continue. Missing again.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Now Vanderbilt. Leonard inside. He's covered by Mather. He got it.
Monster points from Leonard right there. I tell you what, Kawhi's hit a few big ones in his career.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
You see why he's one of the guys they want at the line in these situations.
Halliburton against Suggs. Suggs pulls it down. An excellent opportunity here.
Seizing the lead right now would be huge.
Outside Leonard to take the lead. Money from 3.
They want the ball in his hand when the situation calls for it.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He had some words of confidence for his team, saying all it takes is a few chances. We make a few plays down the stretch, we could steal this thing from them. Back to you guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Halliburton. And he can't stop the run as that misses. The Pistons leading. There's a screen. Leonard strong with the shot.
That was a ginormous bucket by Leonard. Big-time performance.
And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Pacers. There's 53 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Grimes with the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3. Cleared away by Vanderbilt.
It pains me to say it, but he's hurting his team right now. Apparently, he still has the green light because he's jacking it up.
Misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for Detroit, Chet Vanderbilt taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. Now Halliburton. Oh, no good again that time. And that's an intentional foul.
Fifth personal foul. At the line for your Pistons. That's 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 7-point game.
Those free throws right there now give them a little bit of breathing room.
And the Pacers call time here. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
Siakam looking it over. Oh, and again, unable to change momentum here. Halliburton against Suggs. So it's Detroit picking up the win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Kawhi, as this team continues to prepare for playoff basketball, what are the habits you're trying to establish?
Just playing the same way every night. Even tonight, we felt like we didn't play too hard. So we just want to be consistent and just keep getting better at playing hard and playing smart every game.
Consistency is key. Thanks, Kawhi.
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.